Why do DC villains fear Flash? One night, a group of villains is playing poker, debating which cities are the easiest to commit crimes in. Some dismiss Gotham and Metropolis as too chaotic, while two argue that Coast City is perfect. Since the Green Lanterns are usually off in space saving the galaxy, another villain interrupts them and says he's heard Central City is tough, but thinks it's overrated. The villains look at him in disbelief, before yelling that Central City is the worst of them all. One of them asks if he knows why top-tier villains like the Joker and Lex Luthor never mess with Central City. He recalls a time when the Joker tried to unleash his gas in the city, but as soon as it started to spread, Flash appeared and punched him all the way back to Gotham, and he never returned. One of them dismisses the story as nonsense and remembers a time when the Condiment King was ready to rob a bank in Central City, but suddenly found himself in the middle of the desert, and it took him a year to get home. The villain thinks they're exaggerating, but they explain that Flash's kids are even more dangerous than he is. They describe Surge, who's as strong as Superman and can throw a giant like a skipping stone. Then there's Thunderbolt, a girl who can hit you 90 times before you blink and might even gift you a Wii just for fun. One villain tells a story about a wizard named Mordru who had the ability to travel through time and space. So he decided to visit Central City. While walking down the street, a little girl stuck her tongue out at him. Somehow Mordru got offended and decided to snatch the pacifier from the little girl. Unfortunately for him, he did it right in front of Flash, who just wagged his fingers side to side. Mordru immediately jumped to another dimension, thinking he was safe. However, Flash somehow found him. Mordru jumped to different dimensions several times, but each time, Flash found him. He finally jumped to the edge of the universe, but Flash walked up behind him and asked for the pacifier back. And Mordru was never the same after that. The villain still can't believe what he's hearing. One of them says the worst part is that Flash will actually give you a chance to do the right thing, unlike Batman, who just throws you in Arkham Asylum so you can escape later. The villain says they're just joking, and after all, he's been playing poker with money he stole from a bank in Central City? The room falls silent, and all the villains stare at him in shock. They try to make a quick exit before Flash shows up, but suddenly, they hear a knock at the door. The villain says it's probably the pizza he ordered. However, he opens the door to see Flash asking for a quick chat.